What is up, YouTube? Will here, back again with another Eidolon account review, this time for Squanchymoto. They're looking for some help on their account. They're a tad bit salt locked, so they're holding off on gear until they can resolve it, but overall just looking for some guidance, and we are happy to provide. So from an initial view, it looks like we've got a lot of claiming we need to do from Anvil. Looks like we got some boxes we got to do. Vials seem to need some love, but we're going to break into this now. So if we take a look at this, whack in the post box and show on max boxes. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought it was. First thing on the list, I want you to spend your PO boxes, specifically because, based on what I'm seeing here, one, don't put anything in a Myriad crate. It's your dump crate when you have everything else unlocked. A majority of what I'm seeing here is like you don't have your utility crate up, you don't have your drop rate crate up, like, and even taking a look at sailing and gaming, you're missing out on free damage. You're missing out on a shitload of free damage because I believe at 800, it's 15% free damage per crate. So it is beneficial to do all of your crates. You just don't want to touch Myriad box last because it is the dump for whenever you have crates extra. Got 2 new collectibles. Nice. So we'll close that out for the time being. Everybody's trying to 100 skillings. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Interesting choice. Kind of hybrid gear all over. I would recommend not crafting luster gear. Luster gear is not worth your time at all. Sorry, give me that a second. Here we go. It is definitely not worth your time at all. You can make one set for the sake of slab, but functionally speaking, your end goal for gear will be troll armor into... no, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying for future reference, you want to push to troll armor, and then from troll armor to divine armor for your gear upgrades. Yeah, because you need the luster boots for your skilling boots. But outside of that, yeah, you don't want to have a lot of luster gear. As a solid baseline, I would say void tools at minimum. Tools for everyone. He seems to have already done. Yeah. So I'd say void tools at minimum for everybody. I know your tools are a tad bit scattered, but yeah, getting void tools is a good baseline as stat sticks. So they are very beneficial. I like to see you've got your splicers up and running, which is good. You've got some good traps, good skulls, so you're working your way through that at the moment, which is nice. Oh, you have 2 DBs. Okay. Also dense waterlocked. That's surprising. Hold on. Interesting. Have you been actively cranium cooking with your bubo? Nice, Mateen. Because the best way to get dense water, or at least filling your cauldrons, is popping cranium cooking and farming with your bubonic conjurer, so you're able to just print that. He came online this week. Gotcha. Yeah. So if you're ever hurting on liquids, cranium cooking is the way to go. All right, let's break into some meat and potatoes here. Right away. Okay, I want you to onyx your statues. So finish up onyxing those guys. Let's break into apocalypses. On the second DV, you've done some chowing, but you haven't done any wowing. Have you done eclipsing? You've done some. So, here's my advice to you. If you're looking to do eclipsing, and I would recommend you do for the multiplicative damage, do it on your DB. One, so you're getting the 2 times kills per kill multiplier, and 2, to get your WoW kills. For sure. Because it requires 1 billion kills regardless. So either you're getting it on somebody else and missing out on free stats, or you get it on your secondary Deathbringer and you really get the most bang for your buck. So I would recommend Wow, your DB and Eclipse Skulls or Eclipse Scrolls rolls 1 through 3 for sure. I think that's super viable for you. Grimoire wise, you're at Wraith Crit Force. Okay. Constellations wise. You just need to touch a couple of these. Yeah, you're missing some freebies. A couple of freebies, but I'm not like super worried about it. Vault upgrades, how we looking? That's about average on what I expected. That's looking good. Anvil wise. Looks nice. Just make sure you're doing your claiming. Forge, you're smelting away. You've got all your upgrades. Good. Bribes, you're probably stuck on 6. Yep. Stamps wise. Okay, so you're at 6K and I see a shitload of purple. Even if I turn that off, yeah, there's still a fair amount of purple. Your goal for stamps, I want to push you to 10K stamps minimum. I think 10K stamps is very, very achievable for where you are at with your account, man. Very achievable. 204 Glingo kills murderer. He is not a murderer. You shut up. He hasn't killed him enough. 12 on Owl. Very nice. Very nice. You're better than some endgame accounts I've seen. No, do not add it to that. Hi. You've been keeping up with alchemy, which is very, very nice to see. The ideal conditions for alchemy is I would recommend pushing the first 3 pages of alchemy, so down these first 3 here. Push it to a 70% efficiency ratio. So 70% efficiency. Alchemy. Absolutely. I think it's viable and it's fairly important if you really want to get the most bang for your buck out of it. Primarily focus on getting Larry and undeveloped costs up, so you're able to reduce the cost of your bubbles overall and get an increased chance on a buy one get one free deal. Would absolutely recommend. Cauldrons wise, max, which is nice. You're working on liquids, which is great. Vials wise, you're missing a lot. Alright. It looks like you've got the important ones done, so just keep working on unlocking your vials, for sure. Work on unlocking your vials. RNG is rough. Yeah, it's complete shit, but you just gotta get it done. In terms of sigils, eventually when you get to it, I would, once you get P-Plot unlocked, you want to gun this down as soon as you can. But before you do sigils, I recommend you get Willow Sippy to a 13th level, just because this is the real way you're going to be able to get your sigils done. Without it, you're fucked. It's going to take a long time without it. You're missing Sea Salt and Fractal, which is okay. Kilroy-wise, you've done some, but it's a tad bit low. Kangaroo-wise, you're at 6. I'd say you could bump that up to 8. Just make sure you're doing your clicking on your Roo. Prince-wise, yeah, that's looking fine. Alternatively, if you don't want to do catching on your Beastmaster, it is okay to have your Beastmaster be your sole print for your salts. So have him have all the mob drops required for your salts. That is the best primary usage of Beastmaster, since they are shit at roughly everything, functionally speaking. Haven't reprinted for BM. Gotcha. 10%, 0, 10%, 0, 0, 0. Are you following the ratio sheet for salts at all, Squanchy? Or are you just kind of winging it? I'm pushing TOT. Okay. And Collider-wise, you've touched some of it. That's fine. Equinox. It sounds progress. It's okay. Yeah, because you're pushing for this. Eventually, when you get Laboratory Fuse, do not put any levels into it. It is a noob trap. Do not fall for it. What anybody says, this is a noob trap. Do not fall for it. The way that Equinox works is every time you put a level into Equinox, it increases the maximum required charge to get a level, to have a level ready to use for an upgrade. So that's why I tell people to avoid Laboratory Fuse at all costs. This is looking fine. You've got at least one level to try, which is good. You've got the important ones done and maxed. Primarily speaking, the 3 tower defense constructions you want to focus on is Party Starter, Kraken Cosplayer, and Poisonic Elder. They're going to be your backbone when it comes to tower defense down the line, and if you really want to push to, say, like 120s, 170s, you know, and so on. Death Note, as I mentioned before, I would recommend start pushing with your with your DB, so you're able to Eclipse Skull Worlds 1, 2, and 3. Remember, you can time candy it. It is a good opportunity. Put all their best gear on him, and just have him start punching through. If you really want to go for extra credit, I'd recommend also eclipsing Worlds 4 and 5, since we cannot use time candy over in World 6. You're keeping up with that. That's fine. Total waves. It's okay. Prayers wise, still did went maxed. Love to see it. Love to see it. Traps. I mean, if this works for you, that's fine. Another thing I'd recommend, make sure you're actually filling these slots as well. Don't ever leave empty trapping slots. So when you complete a next cycle, go in there and add those traps for sure. All right. There we go. This is critical. Before you spend any more purple salts or anything, I want you to max that out. I really want you to max that out. Okay? It's free multi-kill for all worlds. Don't neglect it. Okay, so you're what we like to call a one ladle wonder. Now, this is not like a derogatory term or anything. This is literally just because you are at the point where you can re-up on a lot of your meals with just one ladle. Functionally speaking, the 3 primary focuses for cooking should always be meal cooking speed per upgrades, and skill efficiency. So in this case, you'll need 5 ladles. You can do this. 1 ladle you can do this. 1 ladle you can do this, and so on and so forth for your various skills and like. But yeah, the reason we primarily focus on meal cooking speed is so that we can substantially help push our other meals once we have reached a maximum breakthrough possible. That's at a reasonable rate for our current cooking speed. Haven't worked back around? Gotcha. Okay. Reading wise, what you working on? First and foremost, grab a shiny wood board. You're gonna need it. Push to Spud. Grab a shiny Spud. You want to push out the faster shiny pet chance as soon as you can. And then obviously I'd say more star signs, more multi-kill, more base efficiency, hell, even trappers per trap and damage. Like, all this stuff is very important. So I would recommend pivoting around and getting some more shiny pets going and up and running for sure. Lab-wise, you're doing okay. Rift-wise, you're at 48, which is fine. You've at least got Ruby cards, and you've got Kilroy Prime in the markings. Passive cards, which is good. Construction Mastery. Yeah, all good, friends. Great to have you pop in, my man. How you been? Yeah, looking all good there. Tome-wise, you're top 50%. That's fine. Tome isn't really a big deal at the moment for you. Sailing-wise. Okay, so you've got triples. Your primary focus is 4 relic should always be Fury Relic and Frost Relic. Pivot all of your captains to farming out, getting triples of Fury Relic of Frost Relic like ASAP. For sure. Good, hard to wake up as usual. Oh, trust me, dude, I understand. I've been pushing some long hours on these streams here. We've got 31 reviews in the chamber with another 8 that are scheduled to go out on YouTube. So we've got some fun content coming from the channel. Divinity-wise, I would definitely say I want you to level your gods. Spend the money, spend the items to level your gods, for sure. These bonuses all do matter, and they help in the end, so they are important. Gaming, you're at purple bits, or sorry, not purple bits, green bits. Was getting electric for getting base rolls. Yeah, sadly, you just kind of shotgun it out. It's really your best hope. Don't wait for like the best of the best chests. Do like 24-hour cycles. So like every 24 hours, collect all your AFK, get as much of the sailing as you can, sailing AFK gathered up as you can. Spam and hit all the chests. If you don't get lucky, big whoop, do it another 24 hours. Hold-wise, you're 11. Nice. Slab-wise, saving for stamina. Slab-wise really isn't important right now. Farming. Okay, interesting choices here. I would definitely recommend, like, you can begin to unlock what's it called? Additional land plots. You can get more land plots now. If you go do your tomato, right now you can get more land plots. Same with even XP from sources, growth speed. So I would definitely focus up on getting more land plots done and dusted, like focusing on these 4 upgrades for a good bit, rather than pushing your crop total as a whole for a moment, okay? Because yes, it is useful to have more and more crops, but from a plot standpoint, you would also be better off getting extra plots of land for said crops as well. Definitely. Sneaking wise, this is fine for its current setup. You're not too far in. Where are you at for Jade Emporium? Okay, you're close to Crayon, Science Crayon. Okay, that's all fine. Any charms? You've got one for the Jade coin gain. That's nice. Summoning wise, you're probably not too far in. Yeah, you haven't touched purple yet. I'm not going to worry about that. Beanstalk. Hey, you can drop 10,000 golden ounces at your Beanstalk and get that up and running. So just quick fix. I do that right now. Missing out on some free stats, some free base damage. It's not super important, but it all counts at the end of the day. And last but not least, let's take a look at your cards. Your cards are honestly not that terrible, functionally speaking. I'm not super concerned about pushing your cards out at the moment. I think you have other stuff you need to work on beforehand. It's just one of those things where it's good to have increased maximum cards, but at the same time, it's a matter of working on everything else. So. Yeah, I think functionally speaking, the biggest takeaways I've seen for your account, and this is just more of this is a general suggestions list, so take this how you will, what you want to prioritize at the time, but I'd say spend your PO boxes, so getting those all maxed out and done and dusted. Begin to push for Troll Armor, and then eventually to Divine for everybody. Get Void Tools at minimum on everybody. Keep up the good work on Onyxing your statues. Critically important. Begin wowing on your DB, and subsequently begin working on your Eclipses. For Worlds 1, 2, and 3, remember you can time candy the shit out of that. It's no big deal. I'd say push your stamp total out to about 10k minimum. If you can go past that, absolutely, that's great. In regards to alchemy, let's push our efficiency on your alchemy to 70%. If you're having problems, you can just keep pushing your Larry and your undeveloped cost. It'll help you sequentially in terms of getting those additional levels at a much easier rate. Work on unlocking the rest of your vials. I know RNG shit and it just kind of is what it is, but just definitely keep at it. Use your daily vial grind or your vial chances. You will get it all at the end of the day. I promise you that. And last but not least, go back to World 5 and level your gods. Those bonuses, those blessings all matter and are critically important to you. Absolutely. Okay? Now, do you have any other kind of questions for me or things like that? And as always, if you ever got questions or whatever, feel free to drop by our Discord. We've got plenty of resources. We've got plenty of people who play the game for a long ass time, and we're happy to help you out whenever we can, my friend. So not a big deal at all. Okay, that should do it. Absolutely happy to help. Not a problem, my friend. As per always, folks, over at YouTube, you can check us out live streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays, either at Twitch or on YouTube Live. If you'd like an account review but you can't make it to a stream, check us out. Our Discord's in the link in the description below. We've got a channel set up where you can request an account review, and we're happy to get to you whenever we get the chance to stream it. All reviews, unless explicitly asked, get turned into YouTube videos, and everybody will have reference to them in the future. So, I look forward to seeing you guys next video. Have a good one, everybody.